Tesla might just get beaten at a game they created. Yes, that's right. In this video, we're going to talk about the biggest developing news story in the EV sector, one that potentially sees the king getting dethroned. Surprise, surprise, Tesla is no longer the biggest producer of electric vehicles. Let's find out more about the future of the EV industry. First up, what led to this? Tesla is now the second largest producer of electric vehicles after its Chinese rival BYD overtook them recently to claim the top rank in the production of electric vehicles. According to a report from Nikkei Asia, Tesla sold 564,000 cars in the first half of 2022. BYD, based in Shenzhen, had a 300% increase in sales, which came up to 647,000 automobiles. Given that it was outside Tesla's and Musk's control, it's unlikely that they will be disappointed that they're no longer in the lead. Tesla, Li Auto, XPeng, and NIO were among the electric car manufacturers that were hit by recent lockdowns in China, notably in Shanghai. Having factories that are unlikely to be affected by lockdowns and having easy access to a lot of batteries is a potent combo. Most of BYD's plants are situated in areas that did not experience prolonged lockdowns, so it worked in their favor and production kept moving on. Tesla did sell 936,172 vehicles in 2021, but it's questionable whether the business can reclaim the top spot. So, what does this mean for Tesla? According to our findings, Tesla, a pioneer in the EV revolution, sold 75% of all electric vehicles in the US during the first quarter of 2022, but their rivals were slicker than they had anticipated, which is why they were able to gradually erode some of Tesla's market share by utilizing their size. Let's be real, the challenges Elon's company is currently experiencing are significant, to say the least. Elon recently referred to Tesla's gigafactories in Austin and Berlin as gigantic money furnaces, which is quite a creative way to say that he's literally wasting money. To make matters worse, Tesla also just raised prices for all of its models, and the business is currently being sued for breaking federal law. It's not all bad though. Tesla has also increased production and benefited from the economies of scale that exist among early adopters. In March, the company started exporting vehicles from its gigafactory in Berlin, where it hopes to build 500,000 vehicles per year. Elon Musk has made an effort to counter the danger posed by traditional automakers. In a tweet on Friday that highlighted similar marketing techniques used by other manufacturers, Musk made fun of the fact that he was receiving free promotion from his rivals. It's not the first time that the company's management has been in the news. Back in November 2021, Elon Musk took a poll to determine whether he should sell 10% of his Tesla stock. He then sold about $5 billion worth of shares in response to the poll's results, or about 2.6% of his total holdings after exercising options. Longtime Tesla stock watchers have frequently observed irrational price changes in response to similar news announcements or tweets from Musk, which brings us to the burning question: where will Tesla be in the next 10 years? Selling EVs won't be Tesla's only source of long-term growth. The business has made a name for itself as a disruptor, and it might maintain that reputation in the years to come. There are many opportunities for Tesla to flourish. First, the company is concentrating on developing its full self-driving (FSD) and autopilot functions. Tesla held an AI Day event in August to entice the top AI talent, because for Tesla to be a leader in the field of FSD, acquiring the top people is essential. Many manufacturers and tech firms are attempting to make autonomous driving a reality, and the majority have the financial means to do so. The winning strategy in this case may depend on the technological expertise, which there are already investing in. Second, Tesla must continually develop its battery packs and vehicle software in order to keep a competitive edge in EVs and FSD, and the firm is putting a lot of effort into these areas. Other possible development opportunities for Tesla include the deployment of solar energy and energy storage, both of which the business has been making good headway in. As a last growth option, Tesla is concentrating on the vehicle insurance market. Of course, the organization intends to approach this in a unique unique way from conventional insurance providers. Tesla intends to forecast the likelihood of a collision using its extensive driver data for activities like braking, turning, dangerous following, forward collision warnings, and more, in order to provide personalized premium rates based on that. How they manage to do this effectively is another ballgame. Next, let's look at who's giving Tesla a run for their money. Move over, BYD. By 2025, Volkswagen's CEO predicts that the largest automaker in Europe would surpass Tesla to overtake it as the world's top seller of electric vehicles. Volkswagen is not by itself. In an effort to transition to a new world where electricity replaces gasoline and diesel, established automakers all over the world are tearing up their current business structures. Automakers are buying up every battery they can get as factories undergo renovations to build electric vehicles. Some businesses are being forced to find partners due to the high expense of creating electric vehicles, while others are becoming candidates for acquisition. Executives are paying much more attention to the rules being put in place in Beijing or Brussels than to what rivals are doing in Detroit or Volkswagen's home city of Wolfsburg because of the necessity to fulfill rigorous emissions regulations in China and Europe. History is not the best predictor of who will come out winning in this battle in the next decade. The industry's performance with electric vehicles has been subpar. In 1996, the same year the car industry successfully battled against the California Air Resources Board rules to produce more electric vehicles, General Motors EV1 made its debut on American roads. When the model was discontinued in 2003, it left a trail of disgruntled consumers and conspiracies. The Volt was discontinued by Chevrolet last year because it never achieved significant sales. Nissan's Leaf is still being produced, although it hasn't been as successful in terms of sales. If you think about it, concerns about the car's range, a lack of charging infrastructure, and higher sticker prices all have limited demand. The American startup doesn't have to cope with a large dealership network, strong unions, or a heritage company. So what happens in the future is really anyone's guess. Let's move on to other news in the EV sector. First, no sweat for Ferrari. In an effort to ease concerns that the company's impending electric option may sacrifice performance, Ferrari's CEO told CNBC on Tuesday that the premium automaker had a deep understanding of vehicle dynamics. Benedetto Vigna was questioned about the weight of the batteries used in an EV in an interview with CNBC's Giuliana Bersecchi, as well as if an electric car would be able to retain the Ferrari's feel, power, and aerodynamics. Ferrari intends to introduce an all-electric vehicle in 2025, but internal combustion engines will likely continue to play a big role in the company's future. According to Ferrari's plans for electric vehicles, the battery cells will be put together in Maranello, Italy. In order to lighten the weight of the cars, the constructed battery modules will be integrated into the chassis. Other luxury automakers are also considering electrification initiatives, including BMW's Rolls-Royce motor cars and Volkswagen's Bentley motors. All of the aforementioned occurs as major European economies prepare to transition away from road-based gasoline and diesel-powered automobiles. Next, US sees a rise in EV car prices. Last month, the average cost of an electric vehicle in the US reached $66,000, representing a yearly increase of more than 13%. It's a little disheartening considering that lower EV pricing had been promised, but the price increase itself isn't the complete picture. The cost of electric vehicles continues to be one of the key criticisms. Even with subsidies, the majority of consumers cannot afford them. On top of everything else, there is currently unchecked inflation that is driving up the cost of everything, even electric vehicles. And lastly, Elon's Twitter saga continues. It looks like Twitter is winning. After Elon Musk withdrew from the agreement, Twitter sued him in a battle to force him to finish his $44 billion acquisition. Now, the case is almost complete as a Delaware judge agreed to expedite the case and set a trial date for October. On Tuesday, Judge Kathleen McCormick changed the billionaire's request for a 2-week trial in February to a 5-day trial in the fall. Twitter claimed that as a result of the creator of Tesla Incorporated pulling out of the agreement, the social media platform was suffering. Musk's attorneys underestimated the ability of this court to expeditiously process complicated disputes in merger and acquisition cases, the judge said during a hearing in Wilmington, making it plain she saw little merit in their claims regarding timing. Yikes, not looking too good for Musk. And that's a wrap for this video. Where do you think Tesla is headed in the future? Will it reign supreme, or will it be surpassed by rival companies? Let us know in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.